Thousands arrested in Inner Mongolia by Chinese police for defending nomadic herding lifestyle.
Here's a summary of the article.
Thousands of ethnic Mongolians are believed to have been arrested in China's northern autonomous region of Inner Mongolia, after new policies were put into place to outlaw the nomadic herding lifestyle of its people. Engabatu Togochog, the director of the United States-based exile group Southern Mongolian Human Rights Information Center, said mainland authorities committed cultural genocide after banning the traditional Mongolian nomadic lifestyle in 2001. Inner Mongolian authorities have looked to further tighten its control over the region's nomadic herdsmen on July 31, as the Standing Committee of the Inner Mongolia National People's Congress held a coordination meeting on a legislation bill that would prohibit grazing. There are currently 6 million people in Inner Mongolia, of which two-thirds live a nomadic life. Since 2011, mainland authorities have established a grassland protection mechanism in major grasslands in Inner Mongolia and Xinjiang, and herders have been gradually forced out of pasture lands. Mongolian herders said the policy was a big scam and mining companies would take over the land once they were driven away. The traditional Mongolian way of living is gone. The Mongolians' pastures are destroyed. And they are deprived of political rights.
This post received a score of 10,000, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
This is not new caused.
Of course the free world will rush to the aid of Inner Mongolians trying to save their culture, not.
If ever there was a Pennsylvania of global politics, it's Mongolia. Edit. Since this blew up, yes, I am aware of the distinction between Inner Mongolia, which is Chinese territory, and Mongolia, an independent nation and former Soviet puppet state. Another edit. Now might be a good time to mention that I have in fact traveled to Mongolia to volunteer with an organization that provides aid to National Center for Maternal and Child Health in Ulaanbaatar. You'd be hard-pressed to even know that OP posted a story critical of the Chinese government, wouldn't you? Instead, let's argue over easily Googleable encyclopedia facts about Mongolia.
Mongolia and Inner Mongolia are different places. This is like confusing Mexico and New Mexico.
Regardless of their faux pas, they're unintentionally right. From Wikipedia, of course, China already owns Inner Mongolia, so their point is lost.
Greater than annual coal output by 2010, from the 2005. Not to rag on you or anything, but this seems a little outdated.
I totally saw that, too, but I highly doubt their natural resources have diminished in way in the past 10 years that changes anything.
And most likely, that may be the most recent report the outside world had access to. Crazy how in the age of globally accessible information there is still a huge black hole in Central Asia.
Look, I know China is trying to crack down on anything that could be a point of dissent and create a massive monoculture, but what possible threat could these people pose? I'm willing to bet that if you just left them alone they would cause no trouble and do the exact thing that their ancestors did until the heat death of the universe. They probably just want their herding lands for mining or something.
They're occupying valuable land they want to industrialize.
I can't find any news from Reuters or AP corroborating the arrest of thousands for protesting the anti-grazing bill.
They used the same picture on another post news and talked about China cancelling a website in their language. This doesn't seem legit at all.
All I know, this article got the simple fact of Inner Mongolian population wrong. It says it has 6 million people and two-thirds are herders. A simple search shows it has close to 30 million, with 80% being Han Chinese. There are so much unsubstantiated articles about China upvoted on this sub. Also, this news comes from the main newspapers pushing the HK protests. This shoddy journalism and clear slant gives you some idea on the truthfulness of some of the claims coming from the HK protesters.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.